Outside right, this is Casey Choma with the attack for Notre Dame. Got it right this time. 60 to shoot for the Irish.
The Irish are switching it up on offense, Giovanni. Started packing the middle, but now they're playing a spread offense with their midfielders extended up top.
BC been very keen to defend the middle today. Inside the 8-meter fan, been tough sliding for the Irish. Here's M.K. Doherty at the top of the 12, marked by Colasante. Tries the spin move left side. Dumps it off for Madison Ahern. Driving inside on Julia Green. Low hand shot. Deflected by Dolce. The rebound saved as well. A couple of quick saves in succession for Shea Dolce, who has stood on her head outside of the free position goal. And hopefully the offense can get her some more goal support with 4:55 and another attack after a pair of saves by Dolce. Here's Belle Smith outside the restraining line inside the BC offensive zone. That ball is going to be deflected by the Notre Dame defense, who has been just as good with Olivia Dooley getting the cost turnover there.
Dolce with superhero-like powers, double save. Looks like she has 8 arms out there.
Yeah, that Ahern from the top left side of the 12 tried that low-handed shot, can come so fast off the stick. Got the first deflection, and nice job by Dolce to be ready for the second one as well.
And great testament to Notre Dame being gritty, getting that second shot off. Really impressive by that Irish offense.
Doherty from the 10-yard line, the left side of the 8-meter fan going right to left. Gets it out for Schliedinger on the top right. She's at a long shift here with 4:08, 52 to shoot for the Irish. 1-1 in this game from Alumni Stadium. Giovanni Culotta, Gil McDonald, and WZBC Sports Radio here in Newton. 1-1 game between the Eagles and Irish as Notre Dame will slow it down with Doherty at the top of the key right at the 12. Belle Smith marking Schliedinger inside. Wallach has the shot off the pass. Dolce makes another save as she's on the ground. Ball loose in the 8. It's going to be recovered again by Dolce. Her 4th save of the game, and with the last 3 have been absolutely incredible as Dolce will come out to the 12 to start this attack for Cassidy Weeks, swinging it right side for Sydney Scales. Inside the BC offensive zone again over the restraining line, and the Eagle bench loves it with 72 to shoot. What a game so far from Dolce. 1-1, 3:22 on a nice spring day here in Alumni Stadium. Almost said summer with how warm it was. About 51 degrees here in Chestnut Hill today. Outside right, this is Cassidy Weeks to the 12-meter fan. Davis double marked on the right side, down by the goal line. Here's Ryan Smith at the top of the key, passing it right to Cassidy Weeks behind the net for Lapinto. 45 to shoot for the Eagles, trying to get that second goal, 1-1. Here's Weeks, thought about the shot, instead dodges left. Spin move, not going to be successful. Marked inside by Schliedinger. She's been all over the place for Notre Dame on defense, the midfielder. Driscoll, the freshman, out by the top of the 12, slowing it down as she shuffles left. Clark, the goal leader for this team. Can she find one here? She gets it to Weeks. Out for Smith, back for Driscoll left side. 16 to shoot for these Eagles as Davis fires the shot off the pipe. Clark going to chase it out of bounds. It'll be BC possession with a new 60 on the clock.
Notre Dame playing a pseudo zone here, packed in the middle, forcing BC to take that outside shot. BC's clearly uncomfortable on offense, not finding a shot close to net, which is what they love to get, Giovanni.
Took them a quarter and a half to get into their groove against Northwestern. The fast start in this game seems to be a deke so far. 2:02 to go in this opening quarter. We're still tied at 1. Eagles trying to change that. Lapinto behind the X. Pressed behind, some contact from Emma Sheedig, the graduate student from Woodbine, Maryland, who was covering Lapinto with the X. Will be a free position from the back left of the 12, going right to left to right for BC. Lapinto driving inside, shot fired at Callahan. Nice save down low. Another shot fired as Driscoll hit the deck. Ball is loose at the 8, and BC will chase it down with a fresh 90 and 133. They can take just about all the rest of this first quarter on this attack if they want to. A pair of shots from Driscoll and Lapinto do not find the back of the net. Great job there by Callahan.
The Neosporin's going to be coming out as turf burns are galore. A lot of players.
Couple BC players and Notre Dame players on the deck that time. 42 to shoot on this attack. This has gone very wide. Maybe a clock error there as Clark's inside and she scores. First of the day for Rachel Clark. 35th of the season. 1:08 to go, and BC capitalizes on the slew of chances that time. The transfer from UVA has been absolute money this season, and now the fans get to cheer for her for the first time in Alumni Stadium as a BC Eagle. We get a whistle before going back to the draw circle as Rachel Clark makes it 2-1 Boston College.
We get the call, of course. It's a first down for Boston College. 15 yards up from the 22-yard line. It'll put them at their own 37-yard line. Out for this second drive of the second half, trailing Virginia by 11 points. Out comes Thomas Castellanos, who, despite a tough start to this game through 2 interceptions in the first half, has begun to come back with that last drive, led a 7-play drive. Now has another chance here from his own 37. Comes out in the gun with 2 receivers to the left, Bond and Joe Griffin. Lone receiver right is Ryan O'Keefe. Takis chipped off the line with Broom to the left hip of Castellanos. Stack box for Virginia with 2 linebackers down. Motion from O'Keefe behind Castellanos. Here's a chest high snap. Sweeping right, he gives it to Broom. Gets a block from Mahogany. Inside the 50 and the 40. Broom turns on the Jets. He's chopped out of bounds right at the 30-yard line on the longest carry of the day. Senker, the defensive back for Virginia, gets him out at the 30 for a 33-yard gain that puts Broom over 50 yards. And we've seen the speed all day. Barrels down the sideline there and really gets that speed up, Nick.
I mean, the speed by Broom was absolutely shown off there, but look at the offensive line. I mean, they got out in space and blocked for him as the Eagles get to the line quick.
They break the huddle 2 by 2. Castellanos on the gun, fakes the play action after the chest high snap, fires deep to the end zone for Griffin, who takes a fall in the end zone. Cohen King in coverage, flag flies. Going to be defensive here, Nick. Pass interference, it looks like.
Absolutely. The defender was not able to keep up with Joe Griffin there, had to reach for him at the end, and Eagles going to get a 15-yard penalty.
And Griffin and King were kind of fighting hand in hand all the way down to the goal line before Griffin stumbled off the backhanded push by Cohen King, who committed the penalty earlier for kick-catch interference. And now, just like that, in a matter of 2 plays, Boston College will have first down and 10 from the UVA 15-yard line.
Well, he's not going to have fun in the film room watching this week, huh, Gio?
Just 2 penalties for Boston College on the day compared to 10 for the Cavaliers. As they come out here for another first down, 21-10 our score for Castellanos and company. They break the huddle with Broom again to his right, 2 receivers to the left, Griffin and Bond, and a quick snap in the gun. Takes the snap at the knees. He fires quick to the right. There's Bond crossing over. Spun down at the 7-yard line by the defensive end, Chico Bennett. And a first down and 10 from the UVA 15 becomes a 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line, after a gain of 3 on the pass from Castellanos to Bond. And now they get back to the line quick here with UVA again in the nickel. Shotgun snap, chest high for Castellanos on the snap. He takes it up and weaves through the defense down to the 4-yard line inside the 5, where Bryce Carter, the defensive tackle, takes him down, but not before Castellanos gets 8 on a run that has first and goal for Boston College.
I was shocked to see Castellano throw the ball 2 plays in a row, but goes back to the ground there, what he does best, and able to get the Eagles a first and goal.
Running kind of quick this drive. He had a little shimmy there in the open field of the middle linebacker Jackson, who's had nearly 5 tackles on the game, but now they huddle up once again with first and goal from the 4 at 6:30 in this game, or in this third quarter, 21-10, our score here from Chestnut Hill. They'll break the huddle and send 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, Griffin. George Takis in motion across the line as UVA shifts the line to the right with Broom in the backfield. Play action. Chest side snap for Castellanos. Lifts to the end zone where Griffin's behind his man. Touchdown, Boston College. It's Joe Griffin's first of the season. And could it have come at a better time with 6:09 to go? Boston College, who was at one point down 21-7, makes it 21-16 after the 4th down stop by the defense on that last drive. They are right in the thick of this game against Virginia.
Well, the Eagles have 2 straight scoring drives after what was a first half of errors and errors. Those 2 interceptions by Tommy Castellanos, as you mentioned. And now the Eagles have a foot in this game.
And they got a foot through the goalpost here with Liam Connor hitting his extra point. He's had the field goal earlier. 21-17, our new score here from Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts. They ring the bell in very joyous fashion, hoping for another comeback. We'll be back with the next Virginia drive of this third quarter after this here on WZBC Sports Radio. 1:06 remaining in this power play. Here's Bavaro from the top of the slot, sending it over to Knuble. He rifles the wrister down low. Shot taken by Danny Nelson, left circle. He broke his stick on this one-time slap shot, and Fowler gets away with that one, as that could have been dangerous without a screen in the middle of the goal there. 40 out in this power play for Bavaro from the top of the slot. still in the Notre Dame offensive zone. He throws it in from the point right to the chest of Fowler with 5:22 in the first period. 42 remaining on the power play for Notre Dame, still trailing Boston College 1-0 after the slew of shots on that power play from the Irish, including one that was very close from Patrick Moynihan, situated on the left side of the goal, just inside of the circle, but from point-blank range at Fowler. He gets the deflection on the first one, the rebound from Knuble, who flies in, unable to put it past Jacob, who's obviously the number one goalie coming out of the U.S. NTDP for a reason, future Montreal Canadian, the third-round draft pick. Back to Notre Dame with 5:07 in the first, 27 on the power play. Here's a shot from Knuble in the right circle. Saved by Fowler made, and the deflection goes out to Andre Gasso, who flips it left to right down into the BC offensive zone, where it is recovered by the Irish's Ryan Seedham, the defenseman from Madison, New Jersey. Now going right to left. Under 10 on the power play for the Irish. Here's Mastro Domenico, the defenseman, flying in behind the net, followed by Jamie Armstrong. At the top here, Seedham firing the shot at Fowler. He threw it in from the top of the point, and with 4:36, Jacob makes the save for the Eagles. Now his 7th of this streak will put him at 12 for this game, and after that shift on that power play where Notre Dame had so many great chances, including that one down low with Moynihan, a slap shot from Danny Nelson in the left circle where his stick broke. Certainly a couple of lucky breaks there for Fowler. Had a post hit in one of them, but now Notre Dame with an offensive zone faceoff in the left circle. It's Nelson against Cutter Gauthier. Out to the top, set up by Justin Janicki for Grant Silanoff. Forwards passing it between each other with 4:30. 1-0 in favor of number 2 Boston College. For a team that is trying to get their 10th win, a shot from the right corner of the blue line, stopped by Fowler, and play is frozen with 4:21 in this first. Boston College still with this 1-0 lead here in South Bend on Black Friday. Jacob Fowler now with 13 saves, celebrating his 19th birthday today on Black Friday. And WZBC Sports Radio bringing it to you live from my basement as I watch this game on NBC. Boston College trying to leave South Bend with a revenge game from last year when they lost 5-2 to Notre Dame at Conti Forum back home in Boston. Fowler gets it behind the net, 4:11 in this first period frame, and Powell scoops it up to Will Smith. Now with a fast break going to the right. Left circle centering pass for Perot. Down low for Leonard. He leaves it off, and the wrister goes by Bishop. It's a goal for Boston College. A second score of the game for Ryan Leonard. And this time he gets him with the finesse on the wrister. The first goal came off the rocket one-time slap shot. No screaming missile this time from Ryan Leonard, who works off a pair of nice assists from Will Smith and Gabe Perot. Perot turns around at the right circle, sends it in for Leonard, and the wrister is all she wrote for Bishop on that shift, as it's now 2-0 in favor of the number 2 team in the nation off Ryan Leonard's second goal of the game, his 7th on the year as the Washington Capitals' first-round draft pick, showing his team why they made a very good choice back in May. 2-0 Boston College. We go back to center ice for a face-off. It's won here by Notre Dame. Under 4 to go in this first. Score changes for a second time here from South Bend.